Good evening to all YouTubers. How you guys doing? This is good old Grandmaster Revan here, and you're watching the Anonymous Liberty Media, brought to you by the Worldwide Resistance Network, also known as TWWRN. Now, we all know that past October was one of the worst mass shootings in American history. Mass shootings. 59 dead, over 500 plus injured. Now, we all wondered how this guy died himself. We all know that he was, how do you say, not buried, but kind of, how do you say that word, he was turned to ash. Yeah, he was turned to ash. But a federal judge had a coroner's office at Clark County in Nevada to release the autopsy report of Stephen Paddock. Now, just a moment ago, James Munder, okay, just did his story today. You were lied to about the Las Vegas shooting. Here's the proof. Okay, Stephen Paddock autopsy reveals time of death at noon the next day. But it doesn't say how he died. At all. Died.
Yeah, I skeeted.
Okay. February 9th, 2018, late in the afternoon on Friday, the Associated Press, AP, released the original PDF of Stephen Paddock's autopsy results by linking to one of their articles rather than quickly. Then an hour or two, the autopsy report was spiked out of the article. Subsequently, coverage by news outlets have Paddock had to cover the Bonfire report and focused in an anti-anxiety medication being found in his system.
Well, what do you know? They just slipped this. Focusing on
Okay. And how I thought it reveals no clues of motive. Either the news outlets have not seen the results of the autopsy, or they let's see where or they were boldly lying to their respective audiences, coupling this with the facts that somehow the AP, who sued for the results of Stephen Paddock's autopsy results, had to be removed. That most important part of there would have been Bob's article.
I've not seen the autopsy results, where they are
to appease what appears to be the law enforcement agency's task with investigating the worst mass shooting in modern U.S. history. It's not only mind-blowing by demonstrating the FBI's complicity in covering let's see here. covering up the truth at the time of writing this.
In covering up the truth at a time of
No news organization, mainstream media, or alternative media has officially covered this story. Okay. Now, how he died is nobody knows. But the result was he died the next day. Okay. Now, if he died the next day, okay. Now there's a photo of him dead, and somehow there was blood pouring out of his mouth. Okay. Did he commit suicide? Did he commit suicide, or did a sniper shoot him through the mouth? Because a sniper can, prick his shot. If a sniper can get around through his mouth, out the back of his head, that would be a remarkable shot. Or did the FBI have him killed? Did the FBI have any involvement in his death? Did the FBI tell the Clark County coroner not to release the report after a federal judge ordered this coroner to release the autopsy? Why couldn't the coroner do it anyway? Because a federal judge ordered this motherfucker to release the autopsy photos. I'm at the results. He didn't do it. But now we're getting it where he died the next day. He died the next day. See, there's a photo that was leaked of him dead on the floor, and there's blood pouring out of his mouth. Okay. One, either a sniper took him out with a precision shot through the mouth, out of the back of his head, or he committed suicide, or was he held down and somebody put a barrel in his mouth and pulled the trigger? Because there were 2 broken windows on the 35th floor, and then when the shooting happened, but witnesses stated that there was more people on the 4th floor. Now, my question is this: the witnesses that died, okay, were these the ones that stated that there was some shooters on the 4th floor? Now let's continue here.
Writing this, no news organization, mainstream or alternative, has officially covered this story. This is unbelievable.
The Las Vegas shooter had anti-anxiety medicines in his system, the report said. But why couldn't this have been released earlier? Just come out and just say he had anxiety medication in his system. He killed 58 people while taking anti-anxiety drugs. But when he died, he had ISIS pamphlets and then Antifa type pamphlets and shit. I mean, was this guy doctored or whatever, or was this set up by the FBI? Was this done? Did the FBI do this? But came in to take over the investigation, stating that the mass shooter killed 59, injured 500 plus. But one of the witnesses was the lawyer for Jason Aldean. Now, how could the lawyer for Jason Aldean be found dead? He's a lawyer for a country star. How could this guy be dead? He's a lawyer for Jason Aldean. And this motherfucker, Jason Aldean, he ran. When the fires were going on, he was still playing. After a while, the music stopped. And there's footage of him running off stage. But they're trying to do this conspiracy theory that he was some kind of Illuminati type. I mean, some kind of a look up here. But finally, we got the results that we've been waiting for, but we don't know if it's was the guy buried, was the guy, or was he cremated? Because after the shooting, just about 2 or 3 days after the shooting, his brother was talking about him. He was interviewing with reporters for 2 days. For 2 days. Then all of a sudden, the brother, later on, the brother was arrested for child porn. The guy was interviewed by reporters outside his house. Then, months later, he's arrested for child pornography. Could this charge be a fake charge to get him to shut up? Because that's what happens to some people who are known to talk. They're arrested and charged with some bogus charge of crime just to be told, hey, look, shut the fuck up, okay? Shut the fuck up.
The autopsy was the next day. The autopsy shows he died the next.
Okay. An autopsy examination is performed on the body of tentatively identified as Paddock, Stephen Craig, at the Clark County office of the coroner medical examiner CCOCME. On the 6th day of October 2017, commenced at 16:22 hours, identified is later confirmed by finger comparisons. Body was received within the sealed body bag, seal number 5415486, which is opened on 10/6/2017 at 16:25 hours by number 421. The body is identified by a Clark County office of the coroner medical examiner CCOCME toe tag around the right great toe, which included the CCOCME case number 17-10064, named Paddock Stephen T. Date of death 10/2, time of death 1200 hours. CCOCME investigator number 342. Now, during the press conferences, the sheriff of Clark County, Nevada, was being asked questions. But guess who was with him? 2 or 3 FBI agents. Doesn't that really fucking blow your mind? First, the brother to the other shooter was interviewed with reported pornography. Was he set up to shut up? to shut him up. See, cases like this, the witnesses are found dead. How many died? If you're a witness to a mass shooting, two things. And you're a supposed liability to some people because you were there at the shooting. You witnessed it happen. You heard gunshots. 59, 500 plus injured. But if you're a witness and you want to investigate, oh my God, you got it, my friend. Because they want to keep this. They want to try to hush it because people will talk. People will ask questions. People will want to investigate this shit. Okay. This woman, 28-year-old mother of 3, was found dead, supposedly of a brain aneurysm because the shooting really got to her. She was depressed. So depressed, she had a seizure and died. No, she didn't. No, she did not have it die like that. As what we're told, she had a seizure and all of a sudden, did the stress of shooting, she died. She wanted to start a group, get a group of witnesses together to investigate the shooting of what happened that day in October of last year, October of 2017. The shooter had anti-anxiety medication in the system when he died. But it doesn't say how he died. Okay? There's a photo of him on the floor dead. Eyes open, not moving, blood coming out of his mouth. Okay? Like I mentioned. Could he have been shot by a sniper? With a really precision good shot? Through the mouth, out the back of his head? Or was he held down and somebody put a barrel to his gun to his head and boom? Or did he kill himself? Now, there was a rumor that there was more than one shooter. More than one shooter. Because if there was two windows busted on the 35th floor, he could easily gone back and forth shooting, or two people at those spots where the windows are broken out shooting, and could there be shooters on the 4th floor? I don't know, but it's a theory, it's a thought, it's a wonder, it's a question, it's a kind of a conspiracy theory, some would say. Do you know who invented the word conspiracy theory? The CIA did. Same motherfuckers who took out political, what would I call it? Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Now, one of the biggest questions I got is this. There's been this. At the photo of him lying on the floor, dead, eyes open, blood coming out of his mouth open, dead. The blood out of his mouth. I mean, question. Could there be a reason for the blood coming out of his mouth? Did he commit suicide, or was he held down by somebody, then someone took a barrel of a gun, put his mouth, and then pull the trigger, or was he shot by a sniper in the mouth, out the back of his head? If it is true, could it be the reason why he was cremated, to hide the proof that he was either held down, then someone put a barrel in his mouth, pull the trigger, or a sniper with a very precision shot, a lucky shot, shot through his mouth, out the back of his head, and then to be embalmed, or cremated was to hide that theory. Because there are many theories on how he died. Suicide or murdered. Or taken out by a sniper. But we got the results that he had anti-medication in his system. Now a federal judge ordered the release of the autopsy report, but the coroner said, "I ain't gonna do this fucking thing. I'm gonna hold on to it. I'll do it when I feel like it. I don't care about court order." Okay, yeah, I really did. So, finally, results. He died on let's see, the death date 10/2, October 2nd, 2017. Time of death, 1200 hours. About midnight. Let's see, autopsy examination is sworn on the body of tentatively identified as Paddock Stephen Craig at the Clark County Office of Coroner and Medical Examiner CCOCME on October 6th, 2017, commencing at 16 hours and 22 minutes. Identification is later confirmed by fingerprint comparison. The body is received within a sealed body bag, seal number 541486, which is opened on 10/6/2017 at 16 hours and 25 minutes. By number 421. The body is identified by Clark County Office of the Coroner and Medical Examination CCOCME toe tag around the right big toe, which includes CCOCME case number 17-10064, named Paddock Stephen T. Date of death 10/2/1017. Time of death 1200 hours. CCOCME investigator number 342. He was cremated the next day. His brother talked to reporters the next day for 2 days. For 2 days. Then, out of the blue, we get a report of him being arrested and charged with child pornography months later. Now that, my friends, is a conspiracy theory right there. The guy was just talking to reporters 2 days after. Sure. And all of a sudden, months later, reported the Las Vegas shooter's brother has been arrested for child pornography. Do you think that's a coincidence that months after the brother talked to reporters, all of a sudden this guy was arrested for child pornography? I mean, is that a coincidence that all of a sudden after he talked to reporters months later he was arrested? Very, very, very fishy. I mean, really fishy here. something is really wrong here because the sheriff of Clarks County, Nevada, is fearing for his life right now. He had 3 FBI agents surrounding him during that press conference. The FBI was controlling the scenario here. They were controlling everything. FBI was controlling everything. They took over the investigation. They had the sheriff shaking in his boots because he knows something. He knows what's going down. But while those 3 agents were running him, he can't say much. Because if he did, this dude would be face down in the desert. The FBI was controlling the whole situation in Nevada, in Las Vegas. Instead of letting the sheriff department control that situation, the FBI comes in. It's in Nevada, Clarks County, Nevada. But no, the FBI has control now. Kind of funny, isn't it? That even though the sheriff's doing the interview at press conferences, the FBI is there, hoping that he doesn't say anything more. Because reporters can ask real easy questions that could really make the sheriff go, want to answer it, want to answer it, want to answer it. But the FBI has a tight leash on this shit. Could the FBI organize the shooting? Could this October tragedy be an FBI job? To make Donald Trump look bad? I don't know. But what is sad and horrible is that 59 people are dead. 59 families lost loved ones. 59 plus 500 plus are injured, while 59 are dead. Oh yeah. There's a mystery that's really whispering in the wind. And honestly, it gets more stranger and stranger by the day. The supposed shooter, dead. Dead next day. Okay? If he died next day, how did he die? How did he die? Did he kill himself? Did the FBI have him killed? To make it look like he was doctrinized and made it look like he committed suicide and shit? Or that a sniper took him out with a very precision shot, a lucky shot through his mouth, out the back of his head. I mean, the odds of that, I don't know. I mean, the shooting in Texas in 1966. The guy, people were getting shot at the University of Texas, and 52 years ago. A lucky shot in the mouth from yards away. The odds of that are like 5 million to 1. One lucky shot through his mouth, out the back of his skull. The odds right there are like a odds against you if you were a sniper. Now, what's going to happen now that the results were released? Because you can't see the body because the body's been cremated. Did the family want him cremated, or was it an order by the FBI to hide some evidence? I mean, what happened with Kennedy? The dude was shot inside the head, maybe even the back of the head. Because, I mean, anything's possible. Because if you were shot in the, say, a pier by a fireball from a Russian knoll, they could shot that one shot here could really just cause a make a head explode and shit, you know? And I mean, what are the odds of that? Who knows? But the results came out. I mean, it came out that he had anxiety medication. Was he depressed? Was he suicidal? I mean, what happened there that night? He had somebody bring suitcases of weapons and ammunition and everything else. I mean, this guy had enough ammunition to take out the whole entire Clark County Sheriff's Department from a distance and shit, killing 59 people, injuring 500 plus. You gotta think for a moment. Did the FBI really? I mean, was the FBI involved in that shooting? Was Stephen Paddock a Manchurian candidate? I mean, there are questions that will be asked, but with no answer. I mean, we could be asking these questions years to come. And we would be in the same room as the shooter, suppose the shooter was, and in our minds, we have questions in the back of our minds of what made this guy do it? Why did he do it? Was it being doctorized, or was he going through a depression? Was he suicidal? I mean, there are questions that are going to be asked, but there are some that will not answer the question. Period. I mean, absolutely. Period. Okay. Period. No bullshit. I mean, there are possibilities. Come on. I've thrown out these questions all together and shit. Throw it out there. So, I mean, the odds are not good. But the results is that he died the next day on the 2nd of October. And the thing is, was he cremated the next day to hide some kind of evidence? I mean, come on. Think about it. Alright? Just remember, there will be a lot of questions being asked, but no answers given. Okay? If you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, and comment below. Please share this video. I would really appreciate it. And don't forget to hit the bell for notification on future videos to come. Okay? I'm Grandmaster Evan. You just watched the Anonymous Liberty Media, brought to you by the Worldwide Resistance Network, also known as TWWRN. Remember, knowledge is free. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Peace out. Revan out.